with another one.
Hola,
My name is Dinyuko Mokale,
I am Tokoloha Mokale.
and this is Journey with the Mokales.
Yes, it is.
So we still amped up for for the Q&A. We didn't finish the questions in the previous video, so we wanted to quickly wrap up and go into the ones that we saved the best, I think, for last. So, and these ones are pre-marriage, going into marriage, and some of the detail that we wanted to start off with. And the first one would be, how did you guys meet? So do you want to start the Baba? Why you
No,
going?
like, you said there's the truth.
Hey, yeah.
I might miss the truth.
Well, how did you miss it? No, boo. And then I'll say, and then we'll add. Let's take this journey together, Papa. I can't keep journey with the Mokales.
So meet,
Yes.
as in first time or for dating purposes?
First time. How did you guys meet?
We met at church in Sunday school.
Mm-hmm.
I was in AME Zone 14,
Ibitwa?
D Hunter,
Yeah.
and you were in Zone 11, Robinson.
DM Robinson, yes.
So from time to time, we would have concerts. There would be conventions where like a district of churches meet. There'd be like 12 churches there, and we would be sleeping over at a lodge or whatever. And so we would meet like that. And then my church.
And we've always just we never at that point we didn't say, hi, my name is Dinyuko or whatever.
there's a Dinyuko who can sing that side, and then she knows there's a lot of guys on the other church. So yes, there's that was
witchcraft. Yeah.
So church was the base.
Yeah.
Right? And then we grew up, people went to high school and varsity, but we still knew each other.
Yeah.
And then we happened to have a common circle of friends.
Somehow. So, in your group of friends, you had friends that you knew from specifically church?
Yes.
Oh, was it only church or a little bit outside of church? All of them were church, né?
Yeah, all of the ones that we have in common. Yes.
They were all our church friends.
Yeah.
And then my friends is church, a little bit of primary school and high school combined, right? But majority is primarily church.
Yeah.
So my friends, were connected to the guy friends. So nilebo skimiana, right? And before before what, babe?
I'm listening to you.
Before we dated,
Yeah.
I was dating
A friend of mine.
Yeah. I was dating your friend.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're all okay with that. That I was dating your is your friend.
Wait. And guys,
Yes.
at that time, I wasn't looking at her with those eyes.
Yeah.
She was.
Me too.
She was that
I
girl
always looked at him as
from
this
church.
guy that likes girls. So I was like, no, sorry, buddy. Me and you. And a nice guy. Like the guy that you guys always sit with, that always has something to say, that always here all the time. You know, this guy. So I was like, we're not. I'm no moment. No, not my type. So, and then me and your friend, we broke up, right? Based on our reasons, and things didn't work out, whatever the case is. And we had a friend, our common friend, actually our maid of honor and best man, got married, which is in the same group of friends.
Yeah.
Right? Where then at that time I'm like singling, you know, I think all of the baggage, I was like clearing out all of my baggage from past relationship. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be alone for a while. I'm choosing to be single, no dating, whatever the case is. And that at that time, at that wedding, when I was on the single movement, something was happening in the background.
I'm like, this one, I want it. I'm gonna get it.
What was that?
I want it.
Yeah,
This one.
yeah.
So, yeah, we had a very nice conversation.
When?
That night. Very short, but
What,
nice.
I can't even remember what happened.
Of course, darling. You
I
were
can't
tired
remember.
from the wedding businesses. And then...
What did you say? Do you remember?
Oh. Let's go to the crux
Yes.
of the matter.
Okay, sharp.
So, fast forward, that's 2011, December. Yeah?
Yes.
And then fast forward to 2012, Easter. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
2012.
Yes, girl.
Okay. Oh, yes. 2012.
So we start somehow.
We started just
talking,
looking at each other. Zone 13, baby. When Haneke Chaketsi Kineil, then we saw each other and we started talking.
Yes.
Yes, that's what you said. You're relevant to me.
And then after that conversation, I felt like, wow, I could talk with this girl for a long time, you know? And that's when I said, you are so relevant to me. That's probably what I meant.
What did you mean
with
by...
my limited English. So relevant.
What did you say?
I was saying I like what I'm hearing. I want to hear more.
I want to spend more time with you.
I want to spend more. I want to know you more because you sound like, all right.
Relevant.
Little did I know, but
little did you know what, Papa.
And then, so from that time, it took me 8 months, 8 whole months.
Because I felt
before she could say yes.
Please note me, chairperson. Because why did we wait 8 months, guys?
No, because me, I was
dating at that time.
These were overlapping.
Papa's my turn. He was dating at that time. And I was irrelevant. Irrelevant. Hey, when only to find that this, you know, I was catching feelings, right? Like normally, he was catching feelings. This guy, remember I said Kimlo Momonand? Yeah. So he's still in a relationship, right? And I'm like, no. I think we went out on a date later, only to find that he's in a relationship. And I think I mentioned in one of our previous videos that I've never been with a guy that's so honest. He was honest to me to tell me that I'm in a relationship, but I like you. But I'm like, buddy. So, no. It doesn't work like that.
It's possible, baby.
No.
So
I said no.
Are you saying I didn't like you?
No, yeah. Oh, you think what's possible?
It's possible to like somebody while you are busy exiting a relationship.
Correct. Let us wait. Let us not now spread diseases. No. Please. Yeah. Let's not spread diseases of lies. Anyway, and then I said, no, you're going to have to get your life together. I like you. You're a great guy. I know you. I knows you, you know, and we've got that connection going, but I can wait. And I think in my heart of hearts, I knew that, you know, he's worth the wait, and that's the wait. But he just needed to get himself, he needed to get himself together.
And together I got myself.
And that was the 8 months. So after the 8 months, we were like, sort of, in the 8 months, we're not talking maybe for half of the time. And then after he was done clearing his baggage, as he puts it, he then gave us a star call.
And then November the 3rd, 2012, I asked her to please trust me with her heart.
Oh, you still remember, Papa?
And then she said yes. Many months later. And then here we are.
Yeah, that's when we started dating. So we've answered 2 questions. To what's your ministry? And why did God join you together?
Sure.
That's another nice one that came from Demo. Do you want to start?
Marriage is our ministry. And marriage encompasses a lot of things. So marriage is our first ministry. We do have callings outside of the marriage, but whatever it is still feeds into the marriage. Yes. I don't know if I'm being too vague.
No, you're clear.
Okay. Yeah.
Because and what that means is that when you say marriage is your first ministry, is that you are my first ministry.
Yeah.
And I am your first ministry.
Yeah.
It makes no sense that we would go outside of the world and serve the kids at church or be there for the kids, mentor other people. If be it we are not embodying the correct values and Christ towards each other.
Yeah.
Into all fruits of the Spirit, or love, joy, forgiveness towards each other.
Yes.
So it is important that we understand that first when we say marriage is our first ministry. Being a wife is my first ministry, and being a husband is his first ministry to us. Yeah. As well as, and then you have fatherhood, and then you have being a preacher at church, or whatever the case is, and being a director, the youth and things like that. So that is the center of who we are. And I believe God put us together in order to go into the world and preach that gospel, right? Yeah. Through our marriage and through those fruits that we then have bared within our union. Yeah. To go and take to the world.
Yeah, I think the question of why did God put us together, I believe that I was put into your life to amplify and to complement whatever it is that God has set for your path. So not to disrupt, not to. So I'm there to really complement you and be that added sugar.
I totally believe that, because in our journey of dating, marriage, it is important that you unpack what you want to achieve or who you are or your purpose. But if you don't get to do that, that's still okay. Yeah. Because then when you go into marriage, you understand who are you with.
Yes.
And that's why it's important that in your single season, you spend a lot of time filling your cup, so that I only then just make it overflow. And that is my only purpose. Yeah. To be the cherry on top of you. Yeah. Understanding who you are. Yeah. And then same goes with me. And because then that complements, that is what marriage is to an alert. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm supposed to make you nicer. You're supposed to make me nicer as well, in the simplest
way. Yeah. In the simplest way, nicer. If I struggle with if my weaknesses, that's why my weaknesses
cover you.
Yes,
we cover one another.
Yeah. So we'll then go to date nights. The importance of date nights and fun in marriage. What is your take on that, in terms of the importance of prioritizing date night, or prioritizing us, or having fun in our marriage, or keeping things light, or whatever the case? Because I mean, as much as marriage is serious business, you create your own rhythm.
True.
I feel.
Yeah.
And you then need to map your own way, and so that lohono pidisana moho, if I put it in Sotho.
So date night is probably it's very important. Date night is important because one, if it happens outside of the house, it's a good thing to move out of your normal environment.
Yeah.
That usually sparks honest new conversations. You know, people are more relaxed. Because when you're at home, there's a level of stress that comes with being home, because you see certain things that sort of remind you that you still need to do that, this and that. So date night, that's why in a couple of our videos, I'd say date night, we'd use it for a review. Like if it's a month, like monthly check-in at late night to say,
yeah,
hey, how am I doing
yeah,
in that thing that you complained about? You know, what can we do better?
Yeah.
Yeah, the volume is cranking up. That's right.
So I think in terms of just closing off, there was also I think questions around the dynamics of our marriage, with the twins. In the previous one is talk about how are we managing being parents and so forth. So, and the other one that was more specific was just how do we prioritize us? I think in line with the date night.
Yeah.
How do we prioritize us as a unit with everything happening around us, kids, work, and so forth? How do we make sure that we continuously place each other first? And an example is that, with obviously the impact of family things happening around us, what is the advice that you would give to a couple or any married couple, especially within just gotten married? How do you make sure that you are consistently on the same page between the two of you, regardless of everything, excuse me, happening around you?
It requires constant and consistent communication. We really need to talk about a lot of things, and it requires you to have the most difficult conversations, and be willing to take the punches, because bringing two families together is not it's not easy, and then once they are together through you also need to manage a lot of differences or requests coming in and out, and they have they can sort of cause a lot of tension between the two of you. But it is more bearable when we both know where we are, and if one partner understands that they remain a priority, then the way in which we manage these is a bit easier. I don't know.
No, I hear what you're saying. And yeah, it's important that you consistently communicate, yes, so that you consistently express your feelings, and you communicate how you're feeling at a certain time, because you keeping quiet and keeping it to yourself is not going to help you the growth of your relationship and the maturity of your relationship. So that consistent communication really helps you guys to look in the mirror and make and do right by each other. And I think the last question, just to sum it up, was how did we save for our wedding? We got married in 2017.
Yes.
But we started saving 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
For our wedding. He was simultaneously saving for
the cows.
The cows.
For the cows.
Saving for the cows. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? You'll meet me. I'm starting on the other end to save for our wedding so that we have the wedding of our dreams. So
So how we did it was that we looked at what we both earned at the time and what are the important needs.
What do we want? What can't we compromise on?
Yeah, but no. Before we get there, is the daily operations? How much petrol, transport, and
how much extra money? And
how much extra money do we have? And of that extra money, how much can we save? Can we do without?
Yes.
Completely.
Yes.
And
which
then
sort of helps us to.
So we opened an account, and then we both made
deposits
every month for almost 24 months. Yeah. So yes, and we saved, and then by January of our wedding year, which was 2017, Feb, we could manage to make deposits.
Yeah, like for the venue, the dress,
her dress,
tax.
Yeah,
we actually bought the tax.
Get the tax, and then had it tailored.
Yeah,
So that's so once you've crossed that hurdle, you have now a project.
Yeah.
It's no longer just a plan. And then once you commit, and I always say this, once you commit, God blesses you. God doesn't bless plans, guys. He blesses commitment.
Sure.
So once we've committed,
Sure.
God provided. Still, yes, via our salaries, but you know, towards the end, I lost my job, but God provided somehow. You know, started a small
because
business.
God knew what you wanted.
Yes, and then He provided, and we had a beautiful wedding that we are happy about still today.
Still today, yeah. We
So,
are very happy with how it turned out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's us. If you want to have a chat, please don't forget to comment. Let's engage, subscribe, share, and yeah, happy to give more wedding tips for those that are getting married, because a lot of people are getting married and we are here, you know, looking at the pictures and yeah, enjoying wedding season, because with COVID-19, it's wedding season all year.
It is.
So, so yeah, happy to provide more input if anybody's looking for that. So, but otherwise, thank you for watching. We love you so much.
Hola.